All right, we've got one break tonight. Kind of an easy one. We are doing 4 boxes of Donruss Basketball, our new release for today. So we do have a little information to go over. Let's get cracking on that so we can get tearing into our boxes here shortly. Whoops, I got myself on the wrong page. Did I put you on the right page? I did, and then I put me on the wrong page. Okay, so feedback, automated. That way you never have to wait on me. Anytime you leave positive feedback for me, you will instantly get the same in return. So that's a win-win. And of course, the more important thing there is to say thank you. Always appreciate you being here, bidding, breaking, chatting, and hanging out with me on this Friday night. This is a look at what's coming up in the days ahead. So tomorrow night, Saturday, it'll be a half case of Leaf autograph football jerseys and an inner case of Playbook football. Sunday night will be an off night. Monday night, a case of Obsidian football. On Tuesday night, we're going to do a half case of Leaf autograph mini football helmets and a half case of Bowman Draft jumbo baseball. And I forgot to type this in there. Let me do this real quickly. These are, well, I'm making typos everywhere. Wednesday is a new release day. We'll start once again at 8:30 Eastern, 5:30 Pacific. It'll be a half case of Origins basketball. Those are loose boxes from a shared case. And then we will do a full case of Bowman's Best Baseball. For tonight, it's just the one break. It's our 4 boxes of Donruss Basketball. Those should be sorted and ready to go out the door on the way to you approximately Tuesday. As always, if I can get something out sooner than the date you see listed, I will gladly do so. And I think everybody's going to pull cards in here. We shouldn't have to worry about consolation cards. There's, I think, around 1,200 cards total in this break. And since all the cards are shipping, I feel quite sure that every team is going to have a package coming with something or another heading your way. So it is a 4-box break of 2019-20 Donruss Basketball. This is break number 1. It just came out today. It ended tonight on eBay, which is Friday night the 13th. I know, right? Friday the 13th of December. And, of course, same format that you're accustomed to, where we have team names on one side and our eBay user ID of the winning bidder across from each team on the opposite side. Everybody's all paid up tonight. Thank you, everyone, for that. We don't have any teams we have to worry about reselling or any of that fun stuff. So we're ready to just get rolling. That's my favorite kind, when we're just like ready to go. I like that the best. You probably do too, right? So we are looking for 1 autograph and 1 memorabilia card per box. On average is what Panini tells us. They always say on average. It's a little bit of a CYA in case they leave something out, which they have been known to do, but fortunately not terribly often. But it also covers the fact that sometimes we might get hit with a points card, and that would be replacing one of our hits. And if we do come across a points card or cards, we will give them out using random.org at the end of the break. Hi, Jay Allen. You've got Hornets, Suns, Lakers, Nets, Rockets, Blazers, Kings, and Raptors. You know what I forgot to do? I didn't change up our focus. That's why we got all that crazy stuff happening there with all that just trying to zoom in and out on us and other assorted stuff. I wonder if it's... Let me just move that out of the center for a minute and see if I can get a read on the back so that we can get the focus set. Your background did go out of focus. That was intentional, so don't let that worry you. I like to look the cards up pretty closely, and this way we don't have all that crazy zooming in and out. Yeah, I like that better. Aaron needs the Bucks and the Spurs. All right, we'll work on that. I'm going to stop on this one because I want to point out something. Willie Cauley-Stein is in a Kings uniform. You will see the card notes Warriors. It says in small letters over there the date he was signed by the Warriors. And, of course, again on the back shows the Warriors. It's always going to go to the team that is shown on the card. That may not always be the same as the uniform the player is wearing. So just be aware of that. This one is numbered to 349. We'll find plenty of press proofs like this There may be some that are lower numbered, but there will be plenty that are high numbered. Here is, as a matter of fact, an example of a lower numbered one. That one is to 49, and it's got a hollow foil sort of finish on the front. It heads to the Pacers. Our other higher numbered one went to the Nuggets. That is a Craftsman insert, and it is not numbered, but they are inserts that we'll find throughout. Ditto with Crunch Time. We may at some point see some of those that are numbered, but I'd say the majority will not be. Same thing with Net Marvels, like the Ja Morant there. There's a Retro Series insert for the Jazz. Of course, we'll see lots of rated rookies. And just generally, we're going a little bit slower through these first few packs just to give you an idea of what kinds of inserts are in here and what's going to be numbered and what isn't. Then as we move along, things that are higher numbered, like the 399s and stuff like that, we won't really dwell on. We'll just kind of keep on trucking for most of those. There is another Starburst kind of pattern. This one in red is numbered to 99, and it's headed to the Bucks. More Retro Series, Net Marvels again, Defying Gravity. It's the first one of those inserts we have seen. These should be, if and when they are numbered on the front of the card. So I'm still flipping over during this first box just so you can see that they are not numbered on the back. But then again, as I said, once we get through a few, we won't do that too much. I have no idea if that was a Zion rated rookie. I don't really pay attention to the base, guys. So if you are interested in the base, yeah, you know, if it's numbered or something, I'm going to stop on it. But there's 1,200 cards in here, so I'm definitely not watching every base card that goes by. That's to 199 for the Clippers. And there's a Defying Gravity for the T-Wolves at Crunch Time, another Craftsman, another Retro Series, and a bunch more rated rookies. And somebody tried to get away from me there, and that was Jalen, but he doesn't. Jalen Noel doesn't seem to be any worse for the wear. All the cards do ship in this. I know I'm going to get asked that question at least once. And unless it tells you otherwise in the listing description, that's always going to be the case. When it varies, which it does sometimes, it's going to say in the listing description down there in that same area where it gives you the product name and quantity, and it tells you the date and time of the break. It's in that very same area where it will tell you if there's, you know, something that's split out into a separate bidding category, or if some base doesn't ship or something like that. That was a Ja Morant press proof. It was to 349. That's to 199 with Lillard and the Blazers. Another set of inserts there. Cam Reddish on one of them. Our rated rookies again. Icasa, there have not been any autographs out yet. There's only one autograph and one memorabilia card per box. And there are 300 cards in every box, so they often, you know, don't come out until we're farther down. Sometimes they come out right away, but a lot of times they don't. So you haven't missed it yet. It's to 99 for the Mavericks. And there's a Kevin Herterer to 349. And on we go. So this was one of the products that was short printed this year. There's not a ton of this out there, believe it or not like there usually is. To 349 for the Nuggets. That is to 199 for the Mavericks. And I guess it looks like another one that's going to be, that's the rookies. That's the first time we've seen this insert tonight. We will see it again with different players on it, but that's just the first time we've seen it tonight. So that's why I'm pointing it out. But it looks like Origins is going to be another one. I'm not getting anywhere near what I was expecting to get from that. I just confirmed my numbers with a couple of my places today, and I was shocked at how little I got for Origins. So usually Prism is a pretty good guideline, you know. Whatever I get in Prism, I will usually get a similar amount for the equally desirable products in basketball. But boy, it's not that way this year, because I got 4 cases of Prism, and I'm not even touching 4 cases of Origins or of Donruss. PJ Washington and the Hornets. Our autograph out of box number 1. So Jay Allen is in the books. And we have a nice low-numbered gold parallel to 10, Carson Edwards and the Celtics, with a rated rookie hollow foil kind of deal, followed by a Nasir Little, numbered to 99, right behind it. Another rated rookie, just in a higher number. Then there's Crunch Time, Defying Gravity, Craftsman, Retro, our rated rookies, and a lot of base. As you guys know, most of the time I do not ship the base in Donruss, but we are this year. That's one of the reasons we're doing it in a smaller quantity. That and the fact that I got these loose boxes from one of my distributors. So decided just to go ahead and bust them out first thing out of the gate. Here's going to be a relic out of the first box. It's going to the Magic. It's a rookie Jersey Kings. Had to get a different sleeve out for it. And it's Okiki, Chuma Okiki on the front. So there's both of our autograph and memorabilia are out for this box. To $3.49 for the Bulls, but there'll be plenty of other stuff to find. DeAndre Jordan to $99. There was a Jokic. There's a nice little Zion parallel that says the rookies. Again, those aren't numbered, but they are some nice little parallels that don't come out quite as often as some of the other stuff does. Jay Allen says, hopefully the value of this will be higher because it's short printed. Well, I mean, certainly it'll be higher than it has been in previous years, but I don't know if that's going to equate to like a super increase. And right now, I think it's setting, if you wanted to go out and buy a case of it, I think it's around $1,300 right now to buy a case of it today, release day. So it hasn't doubled in price, but it's definitely had an increase from the case standpoint. That's the Bulls to $199. That is to $349 for the Grizzlies. Then you've got Sixers and Mavericks, the T-Wolves and the Magic with some inserts, our rated rookies, and the rest will close out through there as base. I'd say the one that's going to be crazy will be Origins. I mean, that's probably going to be 4 or 5 times its release price when it actually hits the streets. It's going to be crazy. To $349, the Pistons. T-Wolves with net marvels, and there's the Hawks with the net marvels. More retro series, Defying Gravity and Crunch Time. Our rated rookies, for some reason they're always upside down. So there's just the way they put them in the packs, you know. Panini puts some facing one way and some facing another. They've always done that. Kind of makes me crazy. So we are starting on box number 2. And I was thinking this was a 12-box case. It's actually a 10-box case. I thought they had given me a third of a case, but really 4 boxes was just short of a half. Like, why didn't they just give me the 5th box? Let us have a half, you know? I don't know. I do weird stuff sometimes. To 349 and to 300, or I'm sorry, and to 199 for the Pistons. There's Golden State Warriors with Curry, the Mavericks, the Rockets, all inserts. Hey, we got some face up this time. Nice, including a little Ja Morant rated rookie that just went by. Jay Allen, I don't know if I'm going to break any more of this or not. I don't have much of it, as you know, and I may sell the rest of it out as sealed cases, but I'm not really sure yet. I haven't quite decided what I want to do. I might break some more, but I don't know. That's numbered to 99, the Hawks, especially since we've got Origins coming up right on top of it. I don't know. Because when they put them out one right after the other, you know, it's, you know how it goes. Everybody always is more interested in breaking whatever the new hot thing is. Not that you can't still make some headway with prior products, but a lot of times people are chasing whatever's new for the week. We know how that goes. And here's our autograph out of box number 2. It is the gold parallel numbered to 10 for the Celtics, rated rookie Tremont Waters. So if you've got Boston, you're off to a good start with that. And behind it, we have numbered to 49, Malcolm Brogdon and the Pacers. Once again, I know he was in a different uniform, but we talked about that earlier. It's to 349. Always going to go to the team that's printed on the card, which is not always the same as the uniform in the picture. But we all know how that goes. I guess there's just too much trading and whatever. They can't keep up with all the photographs, so. Yeah, Jay Allen, you're probably wise to do that, because I'm really, at this point, I'm not super convinced that I'm going to break the rest of it. I may just sell it outright. It will depend, I guess. We'll wait and see what the first of the week brings and what I get offered for it, I guess. The Suns and Ty Jerome. Rookie Jersey Kings is our relic hit. Both of our hits out of this box already. It's numbered to 199 for the Celtics. Then you have the Thunder to 349. Defying Gravity for the Sixers. Crunch Time is the Sixers. The Nets have the Craftsman. And then there's the Retro. Because, of course, the other thing you have to think about, Jay Allen, or that I have to think about when I'm deciding, is the fact that I have to pay eBay and PayPal combined close to 15% by the time, you know, it's listed and sold and paid for and all that stuff. And so that takes up a pretty good little chunk of money. And it's the end of the year. I don't want to carry over so much inventory as I have done in past years. I think we talked about that a little bit the other night, but you know, you have to pay taxes on that at the end of the year if it's sitting here. To 349 for the Pacers. It's numbered to 99 for the Thunder. And there's the 76ers, the Rockets, and the Blazers. T-Wolves insert. So the last several years, there's a lot of stuff that comes out in December, and some of it comes out really late in the month. So there's always going to be a certain amount of product that carries over, but it seems like the last couple of years I've had more than more than probably I should have, because then you get hit with that big tax bill. Well, it's not big, but it's enough on all the unsold inventory. So I'm going to try to have not very much unsold inventory this year. That's the goal. That's the plan, anyway. Numbered to 99, Quinndary, Weatherspoon, and the Spurs. Numbered to 349, Porzingis as a Maverick. There's Jarrett Culver on the rookies insert. That wasn't numbered, but as you can see, those don't come out as often as some of our other inserts. There, somebody asked about there's a Zion rated rookie. So for whoever was asking about those, that is what it looks like. I'm sure we will find loads of them before we get done. Well, maybe not loads, but we'll find some for sure. Yeah, Jay Allen, I like the, as you call them, the kind of comic book style inserts. They are nice. Topps has done some of that with baseball before, at least digitally they have. I can't remember if they produced them in real life. To $3.49 for the Magic, to $1.99 for the Suns. But I do remember a few years ago they had digital cards that were like superhero type cards, similar to this sort of thing. And I always do kind of like them. I agree with you. It's a nice little change pace. It's fun, little artwork and stuff. So I like that too. Friday of next week we have, that's to $1.99 for the Clippers. That's the T-Wolves to $1.49. I believe we've got, there's the rookies and DeAndre Hunter. And our little set of rated rookies. I think on Friday we have, next Friday, week from today, Leaf Best of Football and maybe Optic Football are, as it stands right now, I think what we have scheduled for next Friday to release. And of course Wednesday we know is Origins Basketball and Bowman's Best Baseball. I always love Bowman's Best. To $349. Frankly, we usually pull some decent stuff out of it too. It's not terrible to break. It's got a decent, it's got probably just about the right amount of base. Not an overwhelming amount, but not such an insignificant amount that if you were into set building that you'd be like, oh, it's not worth my time. You know, it's kind of hits that sweet spot. There probably aren't too many products that fall into that category. To $349 to $199. One was Hornets, one was Kings. There's Rockets, Lakers, Pistons, and Warriors for our inserts. Handful of rated rookies. And we finish up with a bunch of base. That is the one nice thing, though, J. Allen. Like, you know, most of the time we break this by the case, and I don't ship the base out of it. It's a separate category. So it is kind of nice when you're set building that we did this one in a smaller quantity, I guess, to take care of that. So you get a giant hunk of cards from this break. There'll be a lot. To $349, that was the Thunder. To $199, the Warriors. Then you've got Jazz and Timberwolves, Thunder, and Warriors. And a bunch more base. Yeah, Jay Allen, I'm looking forward to Bowman's Best, too. I always order a ton of that. We'll probably have, I don't know, between everybody that I order from, we'll probably have close to, if not 10 cases, we'll be right up against it. Maybe 8 to 10. It's to $199, Romeo Langford and the Celtics, to $349 for the Suns. Then you've got T-Wolves, Rockets, Lakers, and Lakers for our inserts. You wouldn't want a whole case worth of base. Yeah, no doubt. Nobody would. I mean, that's such an incredible amount that they put in each box, you know. There's 3,000 cards in a case of Donruss. Numbered to 99, the Nuggets. I mean, we're not doing the full case, but there are 3,000 in a full case. To $349 for the Grizzlies with Brandon Clark. There's the rookies and Jarrett Culver. So yeah, there are definitely a lot of cards in here. It's a lot like Hoops in that regard. I mean, Hoops is another one that it actually would have more, though, because it's a 20-box case. Honestly, I wish they would put Hoops in a scenario like they've done with Donruss. This is to $199, Trailblazers. And you've got the Sixers and the Rockets and the Thunder and, I'm sorry, Rockets. I'm so used to seeing Westbrook and Thunder, but Westbrook, of course, is a Rocket these days. Warriors, another John Morant, Net Marvels. Because, you know, it's just a couple of years ago. This may be the second year. Second, no more than the third, where they switched up Donruss Basketball and they made it like this, kind of like the quote-unquote jumbo box, where they do just lots of cards in one pack, fewer packs per box kind of deal. And we were all very glad when they did get away from that 24-pack format. It's to $199 to $349. You've got Jazz and Mavericks, Hornets and Bucks inserts. And I would not be unhappy at all if they would do that same format with Hoops. Honestly, I would think everybody would want to do it that way. Because, I mean, I'm sure there are people that break whole cases of Hoops, but, man, there are 20 boxes in a case, and they all have so many cards in them. I don't imagine too many people break them by the full case. To $349. This is Derek Favors to $99 for NOLA. And you've got Celtics, Jazz, Suns, the rookies, and DeAndre Hunter. There's another Zion rated rookie. And then the rest of our base. So I heard something interesting today that Topps is going to be pulling off in February. And I really, there's so many logistical things. I really don't think I can do it. I really don't think I'm going to do it unless I can find another local breaker that kind of wants to go in with me. But this is crazy. You guys are going to love this. So Topps on, I think it's February the 4th. So slightly like, I don't remember how many days ahead, but a few days ahead of when Topps Series 1 for 2020 releases. It's numbered to 49 for the Grizzlies. It's to 349 for the Trailblazers. They are going to the, I guess, the football stadium there in Dallas, Texas. And they're going to set it up for breakers. They're going to break they want to break 1 million cards. I think, is it 1 million cards or 1 million cases? Anyway, 1 million something in a 9-hour period. And if they're looking for breakers to do it, and they want you to commit to breaking for the full 9 hours, and you have to break 2 jumbo cases per hour. So, I mean, you got to be flat flying through that to do 2 cases of that in an hour. It's to $3.49. Like, there would be no stopping for anything. You'd have to just cut to the middle, look for the autograph, and then just, like, keep going. Because, I mean, 2 jumbo cases in an hour, usually you get like 1 maybe in 45 minutes if you're really cutting a path through it. But anyway, so they want you to do it simultaneously. You have to commit to breaking the 18 jumbo cases in a 9-hour time frame. And of course, you have to be there in Dallas, Texas to do it. So, crazy, right? Yeah. Jay Allen said he already heard about it. Okay, see, I'm old news. I'm old news talking about it tonight. The Spurs with Luka Samanic, or I don't know how to say his name. But anyway, he's the Spurs, and he got a little tiny autograph on there. And that is numbered to 349. This one numbered to 49. But, I mean, honestly, you'd have to drive there. There'd be no way you could fly there unless there's another Zion, unless you stayed long enough to also get it all shipped out, because there's no way, once it's broken, that you could carry it back on a plane. So it would have to be a driving kind of thing, which is probably 12 hours to 14 hours if I went straight through from me to get to Dallas. And then you would absolutely have to have people helping. I mean, you'd have to have several people helping. Jersey Kings, the Lakers, and Kobe Bryant, numbered to 75. Because I think that's the only way you could keep up with the pace that they expect you to maintain. I believe you would have to have someone who is opening them and sliding them over to you, opening the packs and sliding them down the line. As soon as you break it, you'd have to have somebody else, like, boxing it or something and getting it out of the way. And then you'd have to have a person who could keep each case separate, because you'd have bidders per each case. So I think it's at least a 3-person job to be able to keep it all organized and keep the pace that Topps wants you to keep. They'll only give you, they give you 2 6-foot tables, and they'll pay for the hotel room, and that's it. So you've got to bring all your own, your own camera, your own equipment, your own people. You got to get your cases. There's a lot to it. Numbered to 99, there's a Zion rookie Jersey Kings. You can see there are some minor imperfections on your corners. You probably wouldn't even notice if it were not a black background, but since it is, we do see some little minor things there. That's to 349. That one is numbered to 99 for the Nets. But, they're going to have Major League Baseball players there, and, I don't know, some kind of golden ticket thing. I haven't really totally looked through all the stuff yet. And I think it would be a lot of fun, but I also think it would be an ungodly amount of work. I really think that probably it would be one of those things where I would just leave all the base. It's numbered to 199 for the Hornets. That's to 349 for the Thunder. Like, I would just donate them to some children's hospital in Dallas. DeAndre Hunter, the rookies. Because trying to get 18 cases worth of base stored and back home to ship would be a nightmare. I mean, it's easy when they're in the case, but once you've broken them, then you've got to worry about keeping them in the right condition while traveling. So I think it would have to be like a hits only kind of deal. You don't ship anything but the hits, and you don't look at anything but the hits. You just got to go right to the middle. And 9 straight hours of breaking. So you'd have to have somebody that could jump in part of the way through. Celtics to 99. To 349, the Jazz. There's another Zion rated rookie. I mean, that's why I think if one of the other breakers from my area would want to do it together, and we each brought one person with us, so that there were 4 of us total, we could probably accomplish it if we split a spot. You know, like I would break for 2 hours and he would break for, well, I guess we have to do it in 3. I'd break for 3, he'd break for 3, or something like that. I don't know. We'd have to figure that out. It's to 199, and there's a Kobe Retro Series. So it would, you know, then we would all have to agree to help each other out, though. So there would be 1 breaking and 3 available to help sort and store and open and all that. But it is a fun idea. I wish, though, that they had done it a little differently. I wish they had spread it out across the country, but logistically that would probably be really hard for them. But it sure would have been nice if they had maybe, say, done the one in Dallas, but also done one maybe like in the Los Angeles area. That's to 349 for the Raptors. Maybe one in Chicago, one in New York, something like that, where they could all be going simultaneously. So you would still have the same effect, but where not everybody had to drive to Texas. I don't know why that Steph Curry's facing around backwards. He doesn't appear to be any different than the normal one that looks like that insert, but anyway. If I lived in Texas, or even if I lived within a 2 or 3 hour drive, I'd be all over it. Because it'd be a lot easier to do than 12 or 14 hours. But I do like the idea of it, so I don't know. I think it'd be kind of crazy. It'd be fun, though. It's numbered to 99, the 76ers. It's numbered to 349 for the Pacers. So, Jay Allen, have you heard yet anybody who's committed to doing it? Obviously, you've heard other breakers talking about it already by this point, it sounds like. So, have you had a lot of them that are like, yeah, I'm doing it? I'm still, yeah, I'm on the fence about it. Very much on the fence about it. Tremont Waters, wow, the Celtics already hit him once with the nice gold parallel to 10. And there you're going to hit him again on a base autograph for the Celtics out of our last box here tonight. It's the Wizards to 349 to 199, the Hawks. There's Nuggets, Timberwolves. There's another Zion, the rookies. We've already seen one or maybe more of those go by. I don't know, at least one other one. The inserts in here are plentiful, that's for sure. Don't miss a lot of, they're not short printed, in other words. Everybody else is on the fence too, you say? Yeah. It's to 349. That one's numbered to 49 for the Cavaliers. Yeah, I just think that the logistics of it being so far away doesn't help matters, because whoever I brought with me to help would have to obviously be able to take off from their work for several days by the time you drive down there and you do it and you get yourself organized enough to get back and drive back. But also 9 hours straight is a long time to break, no matter what. to $3.49. That's to $1.99. That's why I thought, you know, you do it in like 4 different locations, even though logistically it would be harder for Topps. You could theoretically achieve the same goal with people only maybe having to break for 3 or 4 hours, which is much more manageable, and not everybody having to travel so far. But then Topps, I guess, would have to try to get players to each of those locations and all the other stuff that would probably be a real pain for them. It's to $199 for the Knicks, the 76ers to $349. I think if I did do it, though, I would probably just try to sell the spots like as an 18 case break and just have 30 bidders and you just get it all out of the 18 cases, all the hits anyway, you know, not the base, but that would be my inclination, I think. All right, so let's do a little recapping here. We're going to look at that one, even though it is not autographed, because it is the lowest numbered non-autographed card that we pulled out of here tonight, and it's numbered to 10. You have Carson Edwards for the Boston Celtics. And then the Celtics with Tremont Waters and a base-rated rookie autograph. There's a rookie jersey, Kings Zion Williamson for the Pelicans. Rookie jersey, Kings numbered to 75. It's Kobe Bryant and the Lakers. Luka Samanic, something like that, for the Spurs. A base-rated rookie autograph. Rookie jersey, Kings Ty Jerome, Phoenix Suns. A rated rookie press proof gold parallel to 10, Tremont Waters autograph for the Celtics. Rookie jersey, Kings for the Magic. That's numbered to 99 with Chuma Okeke. And the first thing we saw tonight was P.J. Washington for the Charlotte Hornets with a base rated rookie autograph. All right, kids, so that is the break for tonight and the recap. Of course, we do have other numbered cards in here, but they are all higher numbered cards, so we don't go through every one of those because there are quite a lot of them that are the higher numbered ones. And for those of you who might have missed it earlier, we'll take another little peek here at when you can expect your items from tonight to ship, and we'll also take another look at what's coming up in the days ahead. So from tonight, I am hoping and expecting that this will be out the door and on the way to you approximately Tuesday. If I am able to get it done faster than that, I will certainly get it out the door and on the way to you faster as well. And everybody in here, of course, pulled cards. There's 1,200 cards in the break, so definitely all the teams have cards pulled, and we'll have a package heading your way, so we don't need to worry about consolation cards. The breaks that are coming up. So tomorrow night, it is a half case of Leaf autograph football jerseys and an 8-box inner case of Playbook football. Sunday night is an off night. Monday night, we're going to break a case of Obsidian football. Tuesday night, a half case of Leaf autograph mini football helmets and a half case of Bowman Draft Jumbo Baseball. On Wednesday night, we'll also start at 8:30 Eastern, 5:30 Pacific. It is another new release day. We will be opening a half case of Origins Basketball. That's loose boxes from a shared case. And then we'll open a full case of Bowman's Best Baseball. And that is how we're looking for the days ahead. And Jay Allen, you're out of here. All right, my friend. Well, thank you. We'll catch you the next time. And G Money Inc. says, oh, you didn't get anything out of there. Oh, man, I'm sorry. I mean, I'm sure you've got some parallels. Well, you've definitely got base cards, but you probably have some parallels. I don't know who your teams are, or numbered cards and things like that. But I'm assuming you mean autograph and relic, that you didn't bring one home tonight. I'm sorry, G Money. Sometimes it does fall that way, but boy, it's not fun when it does, is it? So I am sorry about that. And I guess that is it for me tonight, kids. So thank you once again for being here. I always appreciate it. Have a great rest of your evening. If I don't see you again tomorrow night, enjoy the rest of your weekend, and stop by and see me again sometime soon. All right, until next time, bye now.